Increasing use of motorcycles, dirt bikes, ATVs, all-terrain vehicles, and dune buggies to attack Ukrainian defensive positions. The theory seems to be that they can cross open spaces quickly, avoid obstacles, and become much less noticed than armored vehicles, which become targets for drone and artillery strikes. The grim truth is that just as in its meat grinder assaults, the more Russian soldiers ride into battle on motorcycles, the more Russian soldiers die while riding into battle on motorcycles. As they approach Ukrainian trenches, if Russian artillery has failed to provide sufficient suppressive fire, they are exposed to the full force of the defending troops' small arms and machine gun fire.
FPV влетіло.
Footage and images posted online appear to depict a squad of Russian troops on motorbikes coming under attack from Ukrainian forces. A video montage showed Russian tanks, armored vehicles, and motorcycles engaged by Ukrainian drones and strikes. Images accompanying the video show over a dozen motorcycles scattered around an armored vehicle along a dirt road. The text at the end of the video lists targets destroyed by the Black Zaporozhians, aka Ukraine's 72nd Mechanized Brigade, which includes 16 tanks and 19 motorcycles. The video and images were posted online by Anton Gerashenko, who has served as an advisor to Ukraine's Internal Affairs Minister. The post read, "Vuhledar direction, Russian losses courtesy of Ukrainian warriors from the 72nd Separate Mechanized Brigade. Note the large number of burned and destroyed Russian motorcycles. Sent into combat together with heavy equipment, the Russian soldiers were sent into the meat grinder consciously." Ukrainian officials on Monday claimed that Russia lost its highest ever number of artillery systems in a one-month period. An official post from the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine reported that 1,415 Russian artillery systems were destroyed in June, which it said was a record since the beginning of the full-scale invasion in February 2022. Kiev also claimed that 1,160 artillery systems were destroyed in May, putting Moscow's artillery losses at around 14,600. The posts didn't clarify where the data used in the report originated, however. Russia doesn't publish its military losses, and analysts are skeptical of reports by both sides. Ukraine also claimed Russia suffered its second highest monthly personnel losses in June, 35,030 soldiers. The British government estimated in May that Russia's total casualties had likely reached 500,000. Moscow's forces are pushing to make significant gains in eastern Ukraine, and the Luhansk and Donetsk regions, which comprise the Donbas area, are suffering constant shelling. Russia's tactics include digging tunnels to get behind enemy lines and launch attacks, according to its defense ministry. Ukraine has also been focusing its efforts on the occupied Crimean Peninsula, which it has pledged to retake. Russia has accused Ukrainian forces of using US-made ATACMS, Army Tactical Missile Systems, to attack targets in Crimea. The Russian Union of Travel Industry, RUTI, said Sunday that there had been a 25 to 30% decline in bookings in Crimea after debris from Ukrainian missiles intercepted by air defenses landed on a beach in the port city of Sevastopol on June 23rd. Kiev's forces have made incremental advances in the northeast of Ukraine, according to the Institute for the Study of War, ISW, whose latest maps outline the latest state of the front line. The Washington think tank said Ukraine's troops had made gains within Vovchansk, the town close to the border with Russia, toward where Moscow's forces had launched an offensive in May. The region remains fiercely fought over. ISW's Wednesday update noted how, amid continued fighting in the north of the Kharkiv region, Ukraine's forces made marginal gains within the center of Vovchansk while fighting continued nearby. One ISW map said that geolocated footage from Tuesday showed Ukrainian advances in northern Vovchansk, where the Russian 79th Motorized Rifle Regiment, as well as Chechen Akhmat Spetsnaz elements, are reportedly operating in the area. The ISW also said that Ukrainian forces had advanced northwest of Kreminna, along the Kupiansk-Svatove-Kreminna line, although it also noted Russian reports of advances and attacks by Moscow. Another of the think tank's maps showed Ukrainian advances near Kreminina and east of Terny, in the area between Kharkiv and Luhansk on July 1st, but it also marked Russian advances further north on June 30th and noted Moscow's claims that it had seized the town of Stepova-Novoselivka.
На тех же установках, один огонь.